Got some foam and grounding. So I'm got we set up the Zoom room. One streaming. You want. Welcome, everybody. Oh, sorry if you heard some of my, we're gonna ignore that pre-chat babble. I'm a little ADD. Well, we're gonna pause this music and give a big welcome to my full moon drawing session. And thank you for being here. This is a joy and an honor and to get in here and offer this live drawing session so that you can see a little bit about my process and how I work. And this is a chance for you to ask any questions about that. And this is the first one, so it's going to take some viewers to understand a little bit, if there's any technical issues, please speak up so that I can get those fixed as ASAP. Yeah, so this is a happy, blessed full moon to you all, beautiful, creative beings of light. I hope you are waking up and off to a productive Monday morning, whatever that means for you. Even if that means slow morning coffee, really like taking your time to nurture yourself and slow get back to people. However you do your mornings, I hope it's creative. It's helping fuel your creative energy. And that's why we're doing this. So if you're not there, let me know how I can help with that. This is your chance to talk about why you're not there and if you need help with that. Other than that, let's get into it. Let me actually, okay, cool. Um, let me, great, wonderful. All right, thank you for bearing with me real quick. So I'm kind of jumping to a different project because I wanted to fulfill my actual drawing need because the other project is in Illustrator right now. Right now I'm in Adobe Fresco because this is where I do my sketching. And another project I'm working on this month is in the Illustrator digitizing, vectorizing phase, which you can do with Fresco as well. And sometimes I'll do that if I want a little bit more of a hand-drawn feel. If I want more of a concise, clean feel, I take it to Illustrator after this phase. So this is a t-shirt design I'm working on for my lovely husband, Jacob Wagner. And yeah, the original t-shirt is in, oh, can you guess it? I wish there were people here to guess it, but I'm gonna share in a minute. Anyway, the original t-shirt design is, get ready to brace yourself for this answer, Pyrus. Yep, that's what it is in. And so I just decided that is not exciting enough for this quote. So this is the front side so far. And this one, okay, this one needs a little more work, is because the space is far too big, I already see. This is the back side. The other thing you'll notice is that the text, so the obviously the sketched text is the custom text, and the text in the middle is me pairing a already designed typeface from a lovely, intelligent designer, and with pairing it with my custom font that I can't seem to get out of my um, system just yet. I need to do some more styles like this. So what you'll notice is any feedback you have, this is a great time for you to be like, oh, I like this font on this exists. Hey, this font, I am not sure that I want this over this, these fonts. So I am kind of liking the other font better, just because I like the weight of it. And I do kind of feel like it matches better. Um, so I might end up going with that. But the point is that it will be this text in the middle here of the sketch is going to be the same on both sides. I'm leaning towards the other one, but chime in. Do you like the handwritten font better? I'm going to stay on this screen for a little bit while I sketch so you can kind of see what I'm working on. All right, I'm going to turn this grid back on, bump this opacity down, and yeah. So we're going to bump this opacity down because we're going to redo this space. Add a new layer. And then those are all the other space ones. Oh, any of them, maybe. That is actually a bit closer. Like I got a little too big with this. Although what I do like, I guess why I did that is because I want them all the same. That's why I went to that. I just need to make them a little smaller. So, all right. I'm gonna put on some full moon grounding music. Wow, I'm not talking. Thank you, Meditative Mind on YouTube with this beautiful grounding music. This, we should do this first. One thing about S's that I'll say is that one thing about S's is that S's are hard. I am still perfecting my S's. So thank you for joining this journey and understanding that I'm not even the best at S's yet. But one thing I've learned, one very helpful trick I've learned from a wonderful teacher of mine, is to start with the curve, this curve. And actually, though, it's like I almost want something like this, more like, right, to fit. Like I almost want, maybe that's why I've gravitated towards this style, because I can kind of cheat the need to curve. All right, I'm gonna go back to some music. I'll let you know if I have any more tips. Um, oh, another tip I have is to make sure once you kind of have a skeleton, it can be easier to not work in outlines and kind of do some shading to make sure that you're getting things as thick as the same, make sure you're getting things about the same weight everywhere and test out your ideas. Right, so like that's probably a little too thin. So, oh, I think I hear my beautiful husband doing emptying the dishwasher. What a lovely husband he is. Okay, maybe this is just still not. This shape is just still not there yet. No, but that's well, and eventually you just kind of gotta say what's good enough for this sketch, and maybe we just need another sketch after this. But my point was to get these along the baseline mostly a little better. And not too angled. And I left my fancy Apple pencil tools upstairs. Oh, wait. No, I actually take it back. I found some extra silicone tips. Not so great for not always great for adds a little bit of color. Can I add some color? As long as you want some color. And also can be good for well, I don't okay, these one I think are not all so I forget. I feel like not all silicone tips are made the same. Um, but one thing this is good for is for darkening. Maybe we'll still use some. But one thing I do have on here that is helpful is a paper feel screen protector. Definitely took a little bit of help to get on, but it's definitely a useful tool. Oh no, wait, oh, I'm forgetting what letter I'm on. That S could probably be a little bit smaller. So yeah, if I'm gonna do an E like this, I need to do an S like this. And then you just put it with my sketches. And something that's also nice about Fresco and digital drawing in general is that you can select and transform to kind of guide you. To help save some time. I think right now it's kind of like getting the perspective right. The A should be biggest, right? One thing I do is to make sure to put all my sketches and merge all my sketches into one layer, like you see here. And so I still have them, at least while I'm working. Okay. So what do you think this needs? Or what do you think about this quote? Space exists so that everything doesn't happen to you. Maybe we'll go over to the other side so you can get a look at this one for a while. Time exists so that everything doesn't happen all at once. Good quote, right? What do you think about it? Also going to merge all of these layers, text layers. And to create some. Hmm. And that's fine, because sometimes you want to work with a sketch over here instead of your most recent one. Pretty rare when that happens, honestly. But there it just happened. And I should say it's pretty rare at this moment in time, but that could happen again. Look at this and with the other ones. And the other thing I want to do here is make all these capitals like it is on the space. That is the downside of digital drawing. Sometimes I get way too dependent on the back button that when I switch to real paper, I find myself looking for the undo button. And so I'm challenging myself to use the eraser tool instead more often. Help me hold that, help you can help hold me accountable to that. For my dogs. Doggy. What kind of dogs do you have? That's my pit husky mix. Wow, this hour has flown by. Keep telling myself you can't rush creativity. Part of me wishes I got further, and part of me is glad I got as far as I did. Some work done on this day. Um, this one. So yeah, to summarize, to summarize what we went through today is that we, let me turn this one off, talked about the font choices on the exist so that everything is in the U. This exists versus this exists. And I think I decided on this one. And so that's exciting. So yeah, I decided on a font choice. This one is called, oh, that just, April, if you don't know already. Should have given a reward. Could have given a free giveaway to someone who guessed that font right. That's a good idea for next time, maybe. So yeah, I decided on a font choice for this t-shirt design. I worked on at least the space and the time sketches. Layout, still not perfect. This slanted baseline is being difficult for me, apparently. We also talked about, or I gave a tip for merging sketch layers and keeping them hidden. So you can always come back to a different sketch if you're like, ooh, I didn't like where I was going with that. Come back to a different one and keep going. What else did we talk about? We talked about filling in shapes as you're drawing, so you're not working in outlines. And what else did we talk about? Oh, we talked about this selection tool use and ease when you're that can help. You just need to like transform something, make someone thing a little bigger or a little smaller so you can see kind of how it works. So you can kind of more quickly find a new sketch. And yeah, let me know if any of those things were helpful, if there's anything you want me to dive deeper in next time. I will drop the link in the chat for my website so you can first, actually, I'm going to drop a link to a 15-minute discovery call with me. If you're curious about my process, I've done some recent brand design trainings lately, and I know I have some really great tools for helping you document your and come up with a visual story for your brand, and that will attract your ideal clients. And if you're curious about that process, then you can book a 15-minute coffee chat with me. I'll put a link here in the chat. And if you just want to know when the last, and no pressure there if if you don't have a big project in mind, and which, you might, because the employment world is weird. And if you're thinking about branching off and doing your own thing based on what you're good at and being your own boss, I got you. I can help you come up with a visual story. Some great new tools and frameworks I've learned through my latest certification that I've dropped quite a bit of money on. And I'd love to share that process with you because I did that for you to help you grow your brand and look professional and look like the standout leader you want to be. So if that sounds interesting with you, go ahead and book a meeting with me, a 15-minute discovery chat. There's no pressure in this chat. We're just going to see if there's anything there that we can do together. And if not, we'll just shake hands and part as friends and it'll be all good. Thank you, Adrian, for that line. And yeah, if you're not quite ready for that move, you can also just sign up for my email list. Check out my website and sign up for my email list if you want to be notified and possibly in the Zoom room for my next live drawing session. Thank you for being here and thanks for checking out my stuff. Can't wait to hear what you got going on. Yeah, I'm here available. Reach out to me in my messages, in the comments. Let me know if this was helpful for you and what you'd like to see next time. Thanks. This is for you. And I hope you have a wonderful, blessed full moon. Aho, so it is. Let's close the circle and enjoy the rest of your day. Have a beautiful bonfire tonight if you're in a spot that allows that. Blessings, dear creative friends. And bye for now. You got this.